Namaskar. I am Dr. Aarti Chaudhary, Assistant Professor in the Department of Ancient Indian History, Culture and Archaeology at Vasant Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Banaras Hindu University. I welcome you once again in this 12-week course titled History of Science and Technology in Ancient India from Harappan Civilization to 7th century CE. Today, we are going to discuss Module 10 and Lecture 3. The title of Module 10 is Origin and Development of Chemical Sciences, and the title of Lecture 3 is Iatrochemistry in Ancient India, Insights from Rasaratnasamuch. At first, the learning objective of this topic. So, the first learning objective is to study the alchemical insight mentioned in Rasaratnasamuch. Second learning objective is to know about ras and uparas, and the third learning objective is to understand gems and metals described in the text. In this particular lecture, we are going to discuss about Iatrochemical period in India, alchemical insights from Rasaratnasamuch, types of ras, gems and metals, and another few technical terms present in this text. Iatrochemistry merges chemistry and medicine, particularly through the use of metals and minerals for healing. In the West, Paracelsus shaped iatrochemistry by introducing the tria prima, mercury, sulfur and salt as fundamental to the human body. He argued that disease resulted from an imbalance of these elements and promoted mineral based medicines over herbal ones. Paracelsus viewed alchemy as a transformative process, purifying minerals and for medicinal use. In India, iatrochemistry evolved within the framework of Rasashastra, integrating Ayurvedic principles like the Tridosha theory. Indian alchemists focused on the purification and therapeutic use of mercury and metals, but did not adopt the same chemical models as their western counterparts. While both traditions emphasized mineral based treatment, their philosophical approaches to disease and healing were distinct. Alchemical insight from Rasaratnasamuch. Rasaratnasamuch is attributed to Vagbhatta, though this exact identity is debated. Some scholars associated him with the author of Ashtanga Sangra, while others believe they were different individuals. The text marks a distinct phase in Indian alchemical and iatrochemical literature separate from classical Ayurveda. The title Rasaratnasamuch means a compilation of alchemical gems, highlighting its value in Rasashastra. It detailed the preparation and medicinal use of mercury and other minerals, blending alchemical techniques with Ayurvedic principles like Tridosha theory. Verses 2 to 7 of Book 1 provide a list of the 27 renowned experts in alchemy, and they are Adima, Chandrasen, Lankesa, Bisarad, Kapali, Mat, Mandalya, Bhaskar, Sursenka, Ratnakos, Sambhu, Satvik, Narvahan, Indrada, Gomukh, Kambali, Vyadi, Nagarjun, Suranand, Nagabodhi, Yashodhan, Khand, Kapalik, Brahma, Govind, Lampaka, Hari. So, we found such an big list of alchemists in this particular text. What does it mean? It means at that time of period, the tradition of alchemy was completely established and many more alchemists of ancient India were engaged in this work. And it is very necessary to understand this whole work because it is the basic platform for the modern chemistry. Now, the explanation about the ras what we found in Rasaratnasamuch. In the Hindu materia medica, minerals are classified into ras, uparas, ratna, gem and loh, metal. The term ras, originally meaning bodily fluid in early texts like Charak and Sushrut, later became associated with mercury due to its fluid nature and potent therapeutic effect. As metallic preparation gained prominence, ras evolved to present mercury in both medicinal and alchemical contexts as reflected in later works like the Bhava Prakash. In ancient texts, Rasayan referred to life enhancing medicine that prevented aging and prolonged life. Over time, it became associated with the medicinal use of mercury and metals, eventually encompassing the broader field of alchemy and chemistry. Book 2 of the Rasaratnasamuch discuss the classification and significance of ras, primarily mercury in alchemy and medicine. It produced the 8 essential minerals ras to be identified and collected for alchemical practice, laying the foundation for metallurgical and therapeutic applications. First one is abhr, abhrag and mica. Mica is classified into 3 main types: Pinakam, Nagamandukam and Vajram, each available in white, red, yellow and black color. The ideal mica has separated layers, a moon-like shine and a rust-like luster. Only mica that absorb mercury effective for medicine and metallurgy. Unprocessed mica may cause indigestion and urinary issues, but processed or killed mica is medicinal. Purification involves heating and quenching mica 7 times in sour gruel, cow's urine, haritaki decoction or milk. Dhanya Brahm preparation: powder mica is mixed with paddy, soaked in sour gruel and filtered. Final detox Maran includes rubbing it with Cassia sophera juice and roasting it 10 times in a closed crucible. Second one is Vaikrantak. This mineral has 8 faces, 6 angle and is heavy and slippery in nature. It appears in 8 color: white, red, yellow, blue, green, black, variegated and a shade resembling the down of a pigeon. Medicinally, it is considered a powerful tonic that can replace diamond and is known to treat various disorders. For purification, it is heated for 3 days with salt, alkali and or digested using acid, urine or herbal decoction. Incineration involves roasting in 8 times with sulfur, lemon juice and Paspalum scorbiculatum. Finally, its essence is extracted using butea, euphorbia, turmeric, borax and intense heat in a closed crucible. Next is Makshika copper pyrite, commonly found in gold yielding mountains and regions like the river Tapti Basin, Kirat lands, China and Yavan territories exist in two main forms, the superior golden Makshika native to Kannauj and the inferior silver pyrite associated with stone. The purify or kill pyrite, it is rubbed with lemon juice and sulphur, then roasted in a sealed crucible. For essence extraction, it is steeped multiple times in honey, castor oil, cow urine, ghee and banana root juice, followed by gentle roasting. This process yields a copper like essence used in both medicinal and alchemical applications. Next is Vimal. Vimal occurs in three types based on its luster: golden, silver and brassy. It typically has a rounded shape but also featured angle and face. To prepare it for alchemical use, Vimal is killed by roasting it 10 times with sulphur, bitumen, acid and Iatrochemistry lacucha. When further processed with borax, Iatrochemistry lacucha juice and ashes of Srebora sweeteni oates and roasted in a sealed crucible. It yields an essence similar to gold. A more refined essence known as Chandrakar, a golden copper like substance, is obtained by additional digestion with alum, green vitriol, borax and the juice of moringa and banana, followed by roasting with Srebera sweeteni oats. Next is Adrija Silajatu. Silajatu, also known as Adrija, is a resinous substance that seeps out of Himalayan rocks during the summer heat. It is of two types, one with a smell resembling cow's urine and the other with a camphor like fragrance. It is believed to emerge from the mineral rich mountains, particularly those associated with gold, silver or copper deposit. Sasyak is the next. Sasyak, also called Mayuratutham, due to its peacock blue color, has medicinal use as an emetic, poison, antidote and treatment for skin discoloration. It is purified by roasting with Iatrochemistry lacucha juice, sulphur, bitumen and borax in a closed crucible. To extract its copper essence, it is soaked with borax in pongamia oil or mixed with borax and lemon juice, then heated, resulting in a shiny copper like product. Chapala. Chapala is a sulfidic mineral found in four colors: yellow, white, red and black. The golden and silver varieties are preferred for stabilizing mercury, while the red and black type are considered inferior due to their low melting points. Its name, meaning fickle or mobile, reflects its tin-like melting behavior. Chapala is described as having 6 faces and a crystal-like shine, and its unstable nature often associates it symbolically with quicksilver. Next is Rasak calamine. Rasak or calamine exists in two forms: Dardura, laminated and preferred, and Karavellaka, non-laminated. It is purified by heating and quenching it multiple times in lemon seed juice. Human or horse urine or sour milk. Zinc is extracted by mixing calamine with turmeric, salt, borax, resin and plant juice, then sealing the mixture in a tubular crucible and applying intense heat. An alternative methods involve using herbal balls which when heated in crucible yields a zinc essence resembling tin. It distillation setup, the essence condenses into water and is later processed with orpiment to create medicinal ash. So, this kind of information regarding rus not only shows the efficiency to just identify these particular metal, as well as how they can use, how they can purify and how they can merge to each other. These all activity was deeply studied by the alchemists of ancient India. And now the detail of the 8 uparas. Book 3 describes the 8 uparas used in alchemical operations involving mercury. The 8 uparas are sulfur, red ochre, vitriol, alum, orpiment, realgar, anjan and kama kushtata. Sulfur is of 3 or 4 type, hue resembling the beak of a parrot, best quality, yellow, medium quality and white, worst quality. There are 4 types of sulfur: white, yellow, red and black color, rare variety. Garica, red ochre. There are 2 types: Pashana garica, hard, copper color and Swarna garica, golden yellow. Kasisa, vitriol, iron sulphate, has 2 type: Valuka kasika, green, also called Dhatu kasika, and Pushpa kasika, yellowish basic. It essence it extract like alum. Tuvari, alum is a fragrant each earth found in the mountain of Surat, known for dyeing for cloths and fixing the color of madar. It has several varieties including fataki or fullika, which is slightly yellow, and fulla tuari, which is white and acidic. Alum is described as astringent, acidic, beneficial for the eyes and capable for killing mercury. Next is talaka or piment. Talaka has 2 types. One has a leafy structure, the other is golden in color and found in balls or cakes. It is purified using cucumber juice and alkaline water of sesame ash or lime water. It is then rubbed with buffalo's urine, macerated 3 times in Butia monosperma decoction, roasted in a covered crucible and powdered. It is repeated 12 times, then suitable for medicinal purpose. Manasilla, realgar. Manasilla is mixed with iron rust, molasses, bdellium and ghee, and then enclosed in the Kosti apparatus and strongly heated to extract its essence. Next is the anjan collyriums. The anjans are of 5 variety used as cosmetic for the eyes or medicine for the eyes, and they are Saviranjana, Rasaranjana, Srotoranjana, Pushpanjana and Nilanjana, each with distinct origins and uses. So, on the basis of these study of uparas, we can show the not only the ancient alchemists not only focused on the physical health as well as they were focused on the beautification of the particular human body, beautification of the skin, and they were working on it, and they classified these type of uparas which is beneficial for the beautification to maintain the skin beauty, which is just we showed in the slide. Now, Saviranjana is likely galena lead sulphide sourced from the mountain of Savira near the Indus. Rasanjana is a plant extract from Berberis asiatica commonly used in Ayurvedic treatments. Srotanjana and Nilanjana are both forms of stibnite antimony sulphide. Nilanjana is also used in alchemy to soften iron and kill gold. Pushpanjana is described as alkaline, but its exact identity is unclear. The essence of anjanas is extracted like realgar using sulphur based process. Kamakushtha is found near the Himalaya, possibly the excrement of a newborn elephant, and is used as strong purgative. It appears in white and yellow varieties. After the discussion of Maharas and Uparas, now we are going towards the other ras which is mentioned in Rasaratnasamuch. First one is Kampila, is described as resembling bricks dust in appearance, is a natural product of Surat and is known for its purgative and vermifuge properties, although its exact identity remain unclear. Gauri Pashana has a luster similar to rock crystal, conch or turmeric, and its white essence is to be extracted like orpiment, though the substance remain unidentified. Navasara, also called Chulika Valan, salt of the hearth, is formed by the decomposition of the shoots of bamboo and Caerea arborea wood. It is considered an alkali, kills mercury, liquefies iron, aids digestion, and act of a stomach and absorbent of the spleen. Vartaka, identified with kaurine or marine shell, is preferred in yellow, knotty forms with circular lines on the dorsal side and is purified by soaking in sour gruel for 3 hours. Agnijara is said to be a substance discharged from the womb of a sea crocodile and dried in the sun, but its identity is uncertain. Hingula, also known as cinnabar or darad, yields quicksilver of high efficiency when placed in a retort and its vapor condensed in water, yielding the same substance as quicksilver. Giri Sindura or rock vermilion is found embedded in mountain rock and is one of the useful adjacent in alchemical process. Rajavarth or lapis lazuli is blue with a reddish tint and is killed by being mixed powder combination of lemon juice and sulphur, then roasted 7 times in a covered crucible. So, from this starting we are seeing that the word crucible is again and again coming in the whole process. The crucible is very important for the proper extraction, purification and the proper maintaining of the particular metal, because it is the utensil which is useful for the metallurgical work. Now, gems and metals. Book 4 and 5 of Rasaratnasamuch mention gems and metals and their uses. Gems are used to fix or coagulate mercury in Indian alchemy. Important gems: Vaikrantak, Suryakrantak, sunstone, Hirakam diamond, Moktikam pearl, Chandrakanta moonstone, Rajwarth lapis lazuli, topaz, saffron, coral, cat's eye, ruby and zircon. Vikrantak is a type of gem that resemble diamond and has similar properties. Vajram, diamond. What kind What kind of information we found from Rasaratnasamuch about these gems? Let us see this. First one is Vajram or diamond is highly valued in Indian alchemy as a gem for its medicinal and mercury fixing properties. It is classified based on forms and by colors, Varna. And the medicinal benefits? Diamond is considered a powerful tonic, disease curer, balancer of dosh, fixer of mercury and elixir like substance. Purification and incineration of diamond. The diamond is purified in a kulath or kodarwa decoction for 3 hours. It is then incinerated through methods like roasting with bug blood and muskrat flesh, coating with realgar and then roasted in a covered crucible 30 times. On the basis of this, we can understand the ancient alchemist mentioned all the process for the purification and the proper management of a gems or a metal or any other substance. So, they also describe how many times it will be prepared, how many times it will be in the hearth, how many times it will be in the furnaces. So, the time of that particular making process is also described by the ancient alchemist, which is present in Rasaratnasamuch, and that is why it is called the center of all alchemic information, the treasure of all ancient alchemical information in this particular text Rasaratnasamuch. If you are saying the another metals, then for next is lohani. Metal are classified into pure metals like gold, silver and iron. Among these, gold, silver and iron are considered noble and medicinally potent after purification and incineration. The alloys and base metal require complex process of detoxification. Dhatu loham often refers to iron and its variant. Next is gold. Gold is classified into 5 types, 3 of mythical or celestial origin, 1 extracted from mines, khanij and 1 produced through transmutation of base metals. Unpurified or unincinerated gold is considered harmful if taken internally, as it diminishes strength and virility and cause disease. Thus, it must therefore undergo purification and killing before internal use. A traditional purification method involves smearing a gold leaf with salt, placing it between 2 earthen saucers and heating it on charcoal for 1.5 hour until its natural color emerge. The most effective killing agent of gold is the ash of mercury, followed by root based methods. Sulfur is the least preferred. Gold is considered killed when repeatedly smeared with lemon juice and mercury ash paste, then roasted multiple times. Next is silver, Rajat. Silver occurs in 3 types: sahajam, mythical, mined and artificial. Purification is done by cupellation, melting silver with an equal weight of lead and borax placed on an earthen dish with a mixture of lime and ashes in a circular row. After this, place the silver with lead. Now roast it. For incineration, silver leaf is treated with mercury and Artocarpus lacuza juice, then embedded in sulfur and roasted on a sand bath. Further killing method involve repeated treatments using lemon juice, orpiment and roasting with iron pyrite or acid, eventually converting silver into ash, mainly as silver sulfide. Copper, tamra. Copper is killed by rubbing copper leaf with lemon juice, sulfur and mercury, then roasting 3 times, producing copper sulfide. Iron. Iron is of 3 types: mundam, wrought; tikshanam, steel; and kantam, magnetic. Each has subtype with distinct properties. It is purified using herbal decoction, cow's urine and repeated incineration with mercury and sulfur, yielding medicinal ash. Next is tin. Vangam is of 2 type: Surakam, white, soft, cool, bright and does not clink, superior; and Misrakam, dull white, not recommended for medicinal use. It is purified by immersion of molten tin in herbal juices mixed with turmeric, and the same process is repeated thrice. Now, let us see the explanation regarding the lead. What kind of information we can collect from Rasaratnasamuch on lead? Lead sesacum is a metal that is easily fusible, heavy, bright black on fracture and emits a foul odor. For a medicinal use, it must undergo purification and killing. One method involves melting lead with mercury and then adding the ashes of Terminalia arjun, stirring the mass with an iron spoon continuously over 20 nights until a bright red ash is obtained. Next is brass, bell metal, etc. Brass, pittal, has 2 types: ritika, turns coppery when heated with sour grill, and kakatundi, inferior, light and foul smelling. It is heavy, soft yellow color and is purified by roasting with lemon juice, orpiment and sulfur. Next is bell metal, kansya, an alloy of 8 part copper, 2 part tin, is purified by roasting 5 times with sulfur and orpiment. A few technical terms. A few technical term is also noticed in Rasaratnasamuch, whether few of them are just not identified properly what does the mean of that particular word, but there are description of these words, what is very necessary. It is very necessary us to just know of this word as well. Book 8 of the text elaborates on the technical term used by expert in alchemy and medicine, primarily based on Somdev's Rasendra Chudamani. It explained that the physician is entitled to a specific share of prepared mercury, medicated oil, ghee, iron and other metals. Mercury, when finally rubbed with the melted sulfur and minerals, turns into kajali, colorium and further into raspunk, mud of mercury, then when rubbed with a liquid. Other technical terms: Utthapan refers to the restoration of killed iron back into its metallic state. Grasamanam is the process by which mercury absorbs quality from other substance. Mercury, when alloyed with gold or silver, gain the ability to swallow even hard metals. Lep, shape and kunta are termed related to smoke in alchemical process, where lap especially refers to turning iron into gold or silver. The process of transforming iron into gold or silver with mercury in a smoky flame is called dhuma vedha. Apart from these, other sections include a detailed description of apparatus, the material used, the fixation of mercury, and etc. Now, on the basis of these whole information, where we learn about the ras, uparasas and the gems and the few technical terms which is present in Rasaratnasamuch, it gives a elaborative, it gives a plethora of information regarding the the establishment of proper alchemical knowledge regarding the ancient alchemist, and they described it in this particular text. And to understand the proper origin and the flourishment and the development of alchemy in ancient India, this text is very important for all of us. So, we can say the Rasaratnasamuch is a seminal text in the history of Iatrochemistry, providing a comprehensive account of the integration of alchemical process with medical practice. This work is pivotal in the study of ancient Indian chemical knowledge, particularly in its application to the preparation of medicinal substance and the fixation of mercury. The text meticulous documentation of alchemical method, including the purification and amalgamation of metal, underscores its significance in advancing both the chemical and medical sciences of the time. The Rasaratnasamuch not only reflect the depth of ancient Indian understanding of chemical reactions, but also illustrate the profound connection between chemistry and therapeutic practice. If you want to enhance your knowledge on this particular topic, you can consult this reference, which is very important to understand the history of alchemy. And thank you very much for your patient listening. Namaskar.